And welcome back. We're on 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. We are talking about the book Tales of the Warfront by Prince Musau. He's here. It's a story about his days in the military between the year 2007, is it?
Yes, 2008.
2008 and 2015.
Yeah.
Those are almost 8 good years that you are there.
Yes.
And you take us through, your days in Eldoret, your days in Nyuki, when you got your days up in Al-Shabaab areas.
Yes.
Fighting Al-Shabaab deep down there, past Garissa, huko Maboni Forest. Hii Boni Forest wanasema ni thick, when they say it's very thick, what do they mean?
Boni Forest.
Maybe give us a description.
I think Boni Forest is very thick. Nani, I don't know what kind of plants are these. I'm not a botanist. I've not studied botany, but it's so thick to a point that mtu akiwa ndani and you're overflying the place, you can be able to spot whether there are people inside the forest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you see, that is what gives the Al-Shabaab a safe haven.
How big is it, I wonder?
Stretches, it's like more than 40-50 kilometers square.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a huge tract of land.
Wow.
Yeah. Because from Manda you drive through Boni Forest, and it's one of the riskiest places, many roads, all the way to Kiunga. But right now the government is tarmacking that road, so we envision that once it is tarmacked, the security, the place will be a bit safe, because you see the Al-Shabaab will not be able to plant landmines on the road. So they will be reduced to attacking by just firing at moving vehicles.
I hear you.
Yeah.
What would you consider your most scary moment as a military man?
I think my most scary moment was there was a time before we launched into Somalia. The Al-Shabaab abducted some French tourists along the Kiunga area. So I was an intelligence officer based at Kiunga at that time. So we were launched to pursue these guys, and you see, getting into the high seas, the sea was very rough to us, and our boat capsized. We spent almost close to 7 hours in the sea, waiting for help. It's one of the most scary moments.
You thought that was it?
Yes. I was like, I came to a point, did I really make the right choice to come here? Yeah.
Umevaa hiyo life jacket?
Wear life jacket. One of us decided not to wear his, and unfortunately we lost him.
Dear. So this experience at the sea is very interesting, because I can imagine with the choppy waters, the waters don't get any better, sindio?
Yes.
So zinawabeba too.
Yeah. And then again, you see, ukiingia kwa maji, all your communication gadgets zinaharibika.
Zina lower.
So there is no way you can be able to communicate to guys on mainland. So we were just there hoping that someone will overfly, or some fishermen will spot us and come to our aid.
Wow.
But you see, being in the ice, like, you count the first hour, second, third, fourth, fifth.
It begins to look like it's never going to happen.
Yes. But we had a good commander. I think that is a guy, we credit our lives, the saving of our lives to him. Because you see, in such a situation, if you lose hope and you resign to fate, you can easily drown. But this guy kept cheering us up and giving us the morale that we will still find help at some point. And then after 7 hours, some KWS, the helicopter overflew the place and spotted us, and we were helped.
And then you were helped.
Yeah.
Highest moment?
Highest moments were we've been able to thwart some serious threats that were destined that were planned by the Al-Shabaab against some vital installations in the country. And yeah, although we can mention this on air and they will never go out anywhere, those were some of the most proudest.
But those are the times you feel,
you feel that your skills, your expertise has come in handy.
So as an intelligence officer,
Yeah.
now, people would say, the army invested so much in you.
Yes.
Did you feel guilty leaving? Like, sometimes say they put so much money, they've trained you so, and then you've left such a young man still. Was it a struggle in your mind because of that? Were there any voices of that concern?
The only guilt, training someone to become an intelligence officer is quite costly. But then again, there was little or no guilt because by the time I was leaving, I had already left the intelligence corps and gone back to pursue aeronautical engineering.
So it wasn't like you were feeling like
Yeah.
they had already redeployed you elsewhere.
Yeah. And this was against my wish. And it's not something that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I think primarily that was the reason I left.
Yeah. I have to ask you about you and your boss. You talk about a boss who you had a run-in with.
Yeah.
Who things didn't go very well.
Yes.
And you found yourself at... Is that common, or is that uncommon, or is that just you? Because you are quite outspoken, and some would imagine, like in the military, you can never say anything against the boss.
These things happen even in the private sector. In every organization, you will find that. Personally, I found favor in the eyes of the boss, of the senior bosses, of the senior guys. So when you find favor in the eyes of the senior guys, your immediate bosses you will always collide with your immediate bosses. And then I think one of the miscalculation I did was I did not take into account that these senior guys would soon leave because they would either be promoted and if they get a higher promotion, they go to other duties. But the immediate bosses were people that would stick around for some time. So my relationship with one of the senior guys is what brought a serious strain between me and my immediate boss, which eventually hounded me out of the corps.
Out of the thing.
Yeah.
So these things they do happen, eh?
Yeah, they do happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any regrets?
Not much. I think the only regret is if I were to get back right now, I would know how I have an experience on how to deal with my immediate seniors, and I would really try to keep that relationship.
To do it a bit different, huh?
Yes. Because at that time, but then again, sometimes some things are out of your control. Because if somebody from the top calls you and assigns you a duty, or even calls the immediate boss and tells them that I have this task and I want so and so to do it. You see, where we're at the lower end, you're just a recipient. There's little or much you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you miss about being a military man?
I only
other than shopping at AFCO. How I wish we all had access.
It's now DEFCO.
It's now DEFCO. Yes.
But if I want to shop at DEFCO, I still do, because I have my green book. I did not just vanish from the military.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I want to shop at DEFCO, I still do. But the only thing that thrilled me in the military was my daily life as an intelligence officer. It was too dynamic. Like today you're doing this, you're not sure. You can't even predict what you'll be doing tomorrow. And I really loved that life. I really loved taking up new challenges, things that you don't know whether. You see, in this, you go into a task not knowing whether you come out alive or dead. And to me, that was a very good thrill.
There's an adrenaline rush to that, yeah.
Yes. And then when you come out alive and you've achieved the task that you were assigned to, it brings a lot of satisfaction.
Yes, satisfaction.
So yeah. So that is the only bit that
What does your dad think about this now? Now that you eventually quite a lot, even at the end.
Yeah.
He even asked you not to leave the military.
Yes.
How's he doing?
Is doing very well. He's actually retiring this weekend. But ideally, he was not very supportive of the idea, because to him, I was leaving a stable job that he knew.
For the unknown, yeah.
Yes, to the unknown. But he was not very supportive of the idea. But now, after seeing the consistency in doing what I've been doing, he has come on board. Yeah.
Is there anything that you say remains with you? You know how they say once an army man, always an army man. Like you walk on the streets and you are seeing intelligence issues. Do you find yourself thinking like a military guy?
Well,
or have you become a full civilian now?
there's a bit of the military system in me that can never leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bit that stays with you. That is why, as you say, that saying goes, once a military man, always a military man.
Yeah.
Because even if we were taking a stroll, personally I can easily identify this is one of the guys undercover. I can easily, and how I will react to a security incident will definitely be different from how a civilian will react. Yeah. Because, like, for example, I have had this discussion with a few of my friends. If today we were walking in the streets and we encounter a shootout, most people will start running around, and that is how people get killed by stray bullets. Even in a situation where the police are exchanging fire with gangsters, running around is not a wise decision. So how I will react to a security incident anywhere is totally different from how a civilian will.
Somebody else will be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah. So you can say really there's no useless experience, is there?
There's
no useless experience.
Yes, there's no useless experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely the military is quite something. Now, you have book reading. Where is it at?
We have a book reading at Alliance Française, which is happening tomorrow from 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah. So the entry is a copy of the book, but in the interest of motivating people to read, everybody, whether you can be able to afford the copy of the book or not, and as long as you're in Nairobi, you can always find your way into Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This book is called Tales of the Warfront. It's being read tomorrow at the Alliance Française from 4:30 p.m. Prince Musau will be there himself. He's the author. He is an intelligence officer with the KDF for a period of 7 years, and he was actively involved in the war against Al-Shabaab. And he says it's from this experience that he, as a soldier, that he has written
this book.
This book, it tells you so many things. I read it cover to cover. I actually enjoyed it. It gave me insight to life as a, because I always wondered whether I should have been in the army.
Wow.
As I think many people would wonder, but me, I think mimi ningeenda jeshi tungefurugana na watu wa matatu.
But that is not our
No, so unajua when you have combat skills.
Yes.
Alafu unaongeleshwa vibaya.
Yeah.
Unaweza
hapo mtavurugana na
unaweza shuka chini uvuruge watu. Maybe God knows the people he takes, because sometimes I say, hey, asante Mungu, wengine wetu we are not in those places because maybe we would misuse the position.
But the training will change that, the mindset.
It does, eh?
Yes.
It's not just about the body and what you can do.
Yeah. It will instill a sense of discipline in you.
Yeah.
Unless now somebody pushes you to the extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you do your things on military hours?
Sorry?
Like now, do you talk in military hours? Do you find that some language, some, some jargon stayed with you?
Yes. The military language will never leave you. It's something that was drilled into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're at a very formative time of your life.
Yes.
Because when you joined, you were really young. You were just 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is actually the reason why, it's part of the reason why they have set the age of joining the military from 18 to 26. That's somebody who is still fresh.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody still they can still be made,
Yeah.
into someone and things like that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Prince. At least, thank you for writing the book. We really appreciate it. And, get out there and get it where we find it.
Tales of the Warfront is available at Nuria bookstores.
Nuria bookstores.
Yeah, along Moy Avenue, and they have a very good platform, by the way.
Yeah.
Somebody can order the book online from wherever they are. Nuria will deliver.
Tales of the Warfront. Find it at Nuria, or go for the book reading tomorrow at Alliance Francais at 4:30 p.m. and listen to Prince Musao talk to you about his life as a military man, the things he underwent. And, he's very detailed, by the way. He even talks about relationships in the military. Well, yours.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I was seeing how ulitishwa hapo ati. No, let me not say. Wacha mtu asome kitabu mwenyewe ajione. I was actually laughing about that, but it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all we have for today. That's 59 minutes. Stay tuned for Leah coming up with Ilosu, and have yourself a wonderful day.